The Clarity Act markup is May 14th, 2026 at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The markup basically means senators debate on the bill, propose changes or amendments, negotiate wording, vote on revisions, and ultimately decide if the bill goes forward or not, for a full Senate vote. This is one of the biggest steps in the entire process. It may last a few hours, all day, sometimes even 2 days if it's a very intense debate. But most people expect several hours minimum. They will debate SEC versus CFTC control, and that's the biggest issue. They are debating which assets are securities, which are commodities, ultimately which agency controls them. The bill tries to split authority between the SEC and the CFTC. A huge debate right now, banks are pushing against crypto companies that are offering yield, interest-like rewards, stablecoin incentives. However, a compromise has been recently discussed. No bank-like interest payments, but transaction/activity rewards may be still allowed. This has been one of the main reasons this has been delayed. They're also debating how decentralized platforms should be regulated. Who should be responsible for if there's no central regulation or operator? Also, developer protections. This topic is still very controversial. Also, what counts as decentralized? They're debating how decentralized a crypto project must be. When tokens transition from securities to commodities, how much insider control actually matters. This affects many altcoins indirectly. Also, they'll be debating consumer protection. Some senators want stronger oversight, some want anti-fraud protections, and others want disclosure requirements, and others worry too many rules for US crypto innovation. What happens after May 14th? If approved, the bill moves forward to a full Senate vote. Then they will vote, and then reconciliation with House version if needed, final approval, and then the president signs it. So May 14th is not the final step. It's a major checkpoint. Why markets care so much? Well, one thing is institutions are waiting for clarity. If they have certainty, then they can unlock access to the infrastructure. It affects which assets actually win. Clear rules help separate legit projects from illegitimate projects. It's not just a bill, it's about the future flow of money. Prediction markets currently shows fairly strong odds that some version of the Clarity Act eventually becomes law. The poly market climbs to about 60 to 65% pass depending on negotiations and news flow. But the odds are very volatile and move day to day. News has been saying that President Trump could sign the crypto bill into law on July 4th. If the Clarity Act passes, it could help a wider group of cryptocurrencies by reducing regulatory uncertainty across the market. But if the bill gets delayed, or doesn't pass, Ethereum could still perform well because of its massive ecosystem, ETFs, institutional attention, and market position. And XRP could still perform well because many investors believe it already has more legal clarity than most altcoins after the SEC court case. We don't know if the Clarity Act is going to pass or not. What I want to know is what coins will do good if it passes and what coins will do good if it doesn't pass, and vice versa. Now here's a YouTuber that focuses on XRP. Her name is Kamala Stevenson. And she has an interesting point where if the Clarity Act does not pass, that's actually not bad for XRP. And I would have to agree with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at what she has to say.
The room where there was a legal panel with the lawyers who won the XRP case against SEC. Okay, so John Deaton, James Murphy, and the team. They are the team that beat SEC. Okay, so they were defending XRP. And what they said about where this is all headed has to be shared with you right now because the predictions that they made will affect every single XRP holder watching this. Now,
yeah, so what she's explaining is she sat in a panel with the lawyers that defeated the SEC, that defended XRP, and they have some predictions, and now she's going to go ahead and share them. So let's take a look at that. And I gotta say, since it's coming from the lawyers, maybe they do have some information that the general public does not have, and maybe so it'd be nice to know what they think.
So, all three of them predicted no for the Clarity Act, okay? So what happened was they did this lightning round at the end of the panel where the moderator asked them direct questions. The first question was, does the Clarity Act pass before the midterms? And all three of them said no. Now, This is just a prediction. I'm just reporting what they said.
Yeah, so all three said no. And these are the lawyers that were on Capitol Hill battling against the SEC defending XRP in Ripple.
Now, these, again, are the lawyers who have been on Capitol Hill in the meetings watching how the legislation is moving. They are not pessimists by nature. I believe James Murphy, especially, is the optimist one of the group, and even said himself that the timing is bad and that they believe the Senate Banking Committee markup needs to happen by mid-May or the bill stalls. And they just do not believe it's going to happen, okay?
Now, this video is from 7 days ago, so it's before maybe she knew that the markup is going to happen middle of May, which is going to happen on the 14th. So maybe their opinions have changed since the markup is happening on the 14th, and this video was about a week ago.
If it does not get passed by this Congress, it's dead. Because if the House flips Democrat in November, what he mentioned was that Elizabeth Warren will take the Senate Banking Committee chair.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are afraid of. If it doesn't get passed right now, and if it waits, and then it gets taken over by a different party, and they're not supporting cryptocurrency, then it's going to be dead. Hey guys, thanks for sticking around. Tell me in the comments below what you think.